So in the second part of the lecture, today I'll be teaching you guys micronutrient. To recap the lecture, we talked about that food are divided into two nutrients. One is macro, which human body need bulk amount, and micronutrient is the one human body need very tiny amount. But micronutrient is more important than macronutrient. Even they need a small amount, but it's a vital. For instance, you can survive without fat, without carbohydrate, without protein for many days. But you cannot survive single day without micronutrient, because every single function of your body maintain and control and run by this micronutrient. Let me tell you more clear about it. For instance, your body, right? So let me ask you a question. Sorry, pop quiz maybe. How many body cell you have? Aya? How many body cell your body has? How many cell?
Millions, trillions.
Billions, trillions, right? So you have about 10 trillion body cell in your body, right? So you are nothing but a cell, because body unit is a cell, and with the 10 trillion units made your body. Do you know the human body, you don't see something, you have a 10 times more than your body cell. So you have a 100 trillion cell of bacteria in your body, which we call microbiomes, which we call gut flora. So you are actually more about bacteria than yourself, because you have 10 times more bacteria than you. You see? So how healthy these bacteria are, that's how healthy you are. And those 100 trillion bacteria are actually only helping you to maintain your homeostasis level, to maintain your health. So this micronutrient is the one they are food. How much you put in fiber in your body, how much minerals and vitamins you intaking, that depending on that, that's how healthy your microbiomes, or it's also called gut flora. That's how your gut microbiomes are. So microbiomes are happy, you are happy. And these micronutrients fall into two parts. One is vitamins, other one is mineral. Vitamins are two types also. One is water soluble, other one is fat soluble. So water soluble is the one called C, vitamin B's. B's means B1, B2, B3, B4, B6, B12 until B12 and B17, and P and H. All of them are water soluble, and water soluble means it doesn't need, it just dissolves in your body water, and if you take excess, it doesn't stay to your body. It go pee out of your body, so you need to intake next day more vitamin to take care of your system. But fat soluble, A, D, E, F, K, these vitamins are stored in the fat, stored in the lipid molecule. So you taking today like maybe 1 pound of cheese, you don't have to eat tomorrow. But you eat an apple today, you need to have another apple tomorrow, because apple is a water soluble vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin C. Because next day it's going to get out of your body. But you get a good salmon, wonderful meal today, maybe Thanksgiving dinner, but next day you don't have to eat, because you have enough fatty molecule to absorb vitamin D, and vitamin D, E, K, F, A, they stay in your body for many days or many months, even years, to support you with those vitamins. So these are two different types of vitamin. You need to know water soluble and fat soluble. Fat soluble, you can take more, body can intake into the liver and to the lipid molecule. But water soluble is the one you need to take daily basis, because it's flush out of your body end of the day or on the other day. And minerals are two types. One is macro mineral, other one is the micro mineral. So macro mineral is the major, and micro mineral is the trace element. And there are the few facts you need to know about the micronutrients, which is among the micronutrients and vitamins are organic and minerals are inorganic. Vitamins mostly found in whole grain, nuts, fruits, and vegetable, unlike vitamins, minerals are found in the body as well. So is it okay without vitamin and minerals? No, you need vitamins, you need minerals. Without that, you will be developing a lot of disease like a acid-base imbalance. You will have a lot of problem. So you need to look at the chart that I have. This is the major function that are being done by vitamins and mineral everyday basis, like enzyme activity and your strength and your growth, your producing blood cell, your bone mineralization, your muscle contraction, hydrating your system, and your metabolism, homeostasis, hormone production, and emotional imbalance. Everything is taken care by vitamins and minerals. So now there is a question that, for instance, let me explain one thing, like sodium and potassium. So if you have a lack of sodium and potassium, your body cannot retain the fluid. Sometimes you see people feeling weak and sluggish and tired because they don't have enough potassium. They don't have maybe too much sodium, maybe too less potassium. So this mineral you need to intake water in the body. For instance, you drinking water and you still feeling tired. That means body cell is not absorbing water, lack of mineral. Simple cell cannot absorb water without mineral. That's so simple it is. And look at the chart, which is major minerals and trace mineral. This you need more, you need less. Less doesn't mean it's less important. Less could be more important than other, and actually it is. For instance, iron need only 0.004%, very small amount of iron need, but iron is vital, for instance. So it's like this chart is only showing you which one you need more, which one you need less. Like calcium, you need very high amount. It is vital too. About 20 minerals you need as a essential daily basis, and there are a few trace mineral as well. So first of all, we'll go to the calcium. So calcium is extremely important because calcium is the one help you to get vitamin D. As you know, vitamin D is extremely important to be healthy, to be digestion, to get energy, to fight with a foreign entity, and absorption of vitamin D depending on your calcium level. And you might think, oh yeah, Dr. Haque, I do take calcium. I know I take calcium multivitamin, calcium pill every day. It's not that. You have to get from the real source, which is food. Not only that, you might taking the real food, but body is not absorbing calcium because food is not being digested properly. Liver cannot get the nutrient from the intestine because your digestion system is not working properly. You see, so everything is connected, and calcium is extremely important to strength, for your muscle, blood clotting, your nervous system, and to hardening your tissue and maintaining the blood sugar, and mostly heart function as well. So for many reasons, so calcium is vital. The sources are, you see, green leafy vegetable like a cabbage, broccoli, eggs, nuts, and beans. And if you don't have it, you get weak, you get sluggish, you lose the appetite to eat, and especially people get older, they get arthritis, different types of arthritis because lack of calcium. Again, it's not that you're not taking calcium. Mostly calcium is not being absorbed. You'll see a lot of patients, you'll see that they are too much pain on their knee, they cannot walk, they cannot they cannot take the stair because too much pain on their knees and other joints because lack of calcium. Then you need to suggest this kind of food, and you need to suggest them how to improve the digestion so body can get it necessary calcium from the direct food. And you see, we have been told throughout the life that for the calcium you need to drink milk. Get milk, you need calcium. No, which is not actually necessarily true. Look at the chart I have. Broccoli, kale, and greens and mustard are the top sources of getting calcium, not the meat and milk and stuff. So get the right source, get the whole green leafy vegetable, and of course rightly processed as well to get proper calcium. Let's see potassium. Potassium is one of the most essential, and big percentage of the population are suffering this potassium deficiency. Why? Because potassium is not being absorbed, and we don't take potassium sources food with a proper processing. We burn and we heat our potassium sources so much we don't absorb them. We don't keep potassium intake. We kill them. They get bad quickly when you heat them for a long time. For instance, broccoli. If you cook the broccoli, we don't get the potassium from the broccoli. So we need to do proper processing and right sources to fill up potassium deficiency. For instance, salt. We need to take whole salt to make up our potassium deficiency. If you don't do that, you'll see nowadays people get fatigue, people get adrenal dysfunction, they feel anxious so quickly, frustrated so quickly. That is called adrenal dysfunction. So adrenal dysfunction, nerve process and nervous system. Also heart function. Artery cannot circulate the blood when you have lack of potassium. Also, for instance, kidney function. You look at the diabetes, lack of potassium, sugar are not being processed, so people get diabetic, you see, and of course digestion too. So these all problems coming from the potassium deficiency. How can you fill out? Green leafy vegetable, maximum raw possible, and or slow heating cook, or whole salt. It could be Himalayan pink salt, it could be black salt, rock salt, it could be Celtic salt. Any types of whole salt could be a good option for you to fill out, and for your client, for your patient, you can suggest. Magnesium. Magnesium is one of the vital. We have not been looking at that, but we should look at carefully how important it is. We need to have whole grain food is a main source, and nuts and beans, also magnesium. And sodium. Sodium is very important to maintain body pH, to digest the food properly. Sodium is also important to nervous system. Sodium is also important to balance the electrolyte. The sodium deficiency is not very important because we actually suffering too much sodium in our society. So sodium doesn't have any deficient, but it's still better to know what is sodium deficiency all about. Let's move on to the iron. Iron, even though it's called macro mineral because it needs very tiny amount, even though it needs tiny mini, but it is very important for your blood cell production, because hemoglobin in the red blood cell is the one taking your oxygen throughout the body. So if you have a lack of iron, you are anemic, then you feel all of the time lack of oxygen. You couldn't breathe properly. You feel always weak and tired, and your body is not eliminating out of all the waste product from the body. You see, and you also would be suffering with the stress and get mad and angry quickly because you don't control your emotion, lack of iron. So iron deficiency is very important to taking care of. And again, where you get the iron from? Iron sources are, first of all, green leafy. Again, green leafy vegetable is the vital for many minerals. And second is a meat. Meat, not only direct meat, mostly actually organ meat, like liver meat. For instance, if you get a patient, say, hey, I have a liver problem, suggest that patient to eat liver, because organ help organ to grow. So if you have a iron problem, your liver is not storing enough iron, ask them to eat liver or other organs. So organ meat have more iron than pure meats. And there is some fat you can take, like avocado and nuts, and fruits also have a lots of iron. Lack of iron, which we call anemia. Anemia, because of anemia, you get mental dysfunction, you losing work capacity, you pregnancy are in the risk, and you get mental instability. For the children is severe. They couldn't grow their mental, they don't grow properly because their growing time. If they are anemic, they don't grow physiological and mental level as you expecting. So this is very important. Children have enough iron as supposed to be. How to control anemia, or how to prevent, or how to treat someone is anemic. You might have heard that just take iron pill. No, you need to have enough vitamin C and D to grow and to absorb iron. And vitamin C is a number one, than D. So you need to get vitamin C. Vitamin C is very sensitive, so you have to get a whole source directly. Like vitamin C sources are like a guava, like a mango, and of course citrus food have vitamin C, small amount as well. And green leafy fruit vegetable also have vitamin C. So you need to take vitamin B12. B12 is found only in the animal fat. So do not drink coffee or tea that will deplete your iron level. Iodine is very important. Iodine are found in the seafood, also cabbage, and some green vegetables have iodine too, which is grow from, like a broccoli, like a cabbage, and other sprouts type, which sprout that have a iodine. And lack of iodine, you get thyroid problem, you get hormonal imbalance, you get hyper or hypothyroidism. So either thyroid functioning too high or too less. So both either way is a problem, because thyroxine is not being formed by iodine. So iodine is vital to form thyroxine for thyroid function, and it also help to get energy, to balance your emotional stability. Manganese is also important because manganese it helps to get skeleton, to grow your organs, grow your body, especially for the young folks need to get enough manganese sources. You can get these nuts and whole grain and vegetables and fruits. Now we can go to the vitamin. So vitamins are, as I said, it's organic, and vitamins are called non-caloric. It doesn't have a calorie, but it's help your body to absorb calorie, to process calorie. And it is essential for physiological function. About 13 vitamins are essential, and that must be taken from the food. But few vitamins you can take as supplement, like vitamin K, especially K2. You can take B12 and vitamin D, because vitamin D and B12 store your body for a long period of time. And people can get deficient of vitamin K and D very frequently. So taking supplement for K2, B12 and vitamin D should be always preferred. Of course, have to be right sources. Vitamins are two types, water soluble and fat soluble. Water solubles are, as I said, you need to take every day, because if you take too much, it's gonna pee out. So you have to take next day again. But vitamin D, you can take today, tomorrow you don't have to, because it's gonna store in your fat, but water soluble aren't. So fat soluble are A, D, E, F, K. Water soluble are vitamin B, C. B have many types, and C, P, H. So let's see first fat soluble. Fat soluble are A, D, D, E, F, K. They are mostly stored in the liver and some other fatty lipid molecules. Vitamin A are for the eyesight. It building immune system. It function with your bone, hair. It helps your skin. It maintain cell functioning. It also working as an antioxidant, also with the immune system. So it's many function vitamin D has. Vitamin D sources are mostly colorful fruits, vitamin A. Also some vegetable like peppers have a vitamin A. Someone was telling other day, peppers is so bad. I said, why? He said, we never eat peppers because we are Arab, So Arab doesn't like pepper, doesn't mean that it's bad, It has a vitamin D, is extremely important. If someone cannot tolerate, someone have infection in his stomach, of course, that's a different story. But colorful peppers have vitamin A. This is very healthy, important, okay? And if you are deficient, you'll see dry skin. If you see infections and some lung problem, you'll see when you have vitamin A deficiency. So too much vitamin A is going to be a problem. So you should not have too much colorful fruits. Fruits should be limited. How much? You can suggest to your patient 2 portions a day. So like 2 fruits a day should be that. Should not be exceeded more than 2. But if someone working hard, someone is a physical worker, they can get more than 2 fruits. That should be okay. Vitamin D. Vitamin D. How many of you like vitamin D? Vitamin D you like because the sources of vitamin D are very yummy, right? Because cheese, meat, and milk, and yogurt, and avocado, and then fish, wild-caught fish, those are so yummy. Yes, those are actually free vitamin D. They are not vitamin D unless sunlight comes in and then produce into vitamin D from provitamin D. So you need to go out to transfer your fatty molecule, actually cholesterol. Cholesterol are called the free vitamin D that coming from the fat molecule. So you take a lot of fat molecule as a provitamin, which is called cholesterol, that's going to transfer into the vitamin D, the UV light from the sun. So mostly summertime is a better UV light to transfer into the vitamin D. And that's why it is called sunshine vitamin, because sunlight, you need sunlight to transfer this cholesterol into the, or provitamin into the vitamin D. What is the function? Function are extremely important. Function are immune system, digestion, heart process, your brain function, brain development, your neurological disorder, your nervous system, everything maintained by vitamin D. Vitamin D is vital. If you have an infection, someone is smoking, one cigarette has 4,000 chemical. So vitamin D go ahead and help it, So vitamin D is very, very important also for allergy. It also kidney function. Someone have vitamin D level low, they will grow and grow all kind of allergy. So vitamin D is vital. You should be careful to have a healthy fat. Sometimes you'll see some people having healthy fat, but still have vitamin D low. Why? Because that person is not processing fatty molecule properly. They're not chewing properly. They're drinking water with the food, or their gut already messed up. You see? So you need to have a proper system to digest fatty molecule so that you can get enough vitamin D. That's how you can take care of your system, immune system, and body function. If you see the picture you have, when you have vitamin D comes intestinally absorbed from the food, from the stomach, and you see then stomach send it to the liver, intestine send to the liver, and liver absorb vitamin D and take care of the system like a bone, intestine, cell, tumor, any infection you have, vitamin D go and help them as needed. Vitamin D is very important as a supplement because there is some part of the world they don't get sunlight. They eat fatty molecule, fatty acid, but they have fatty acid, but they cannot convert them into the vitamin D. For them, they need to have a supplement. Like as you see the picture, the upper part of the American map is a whole upper region like Russia and North Canada, Alberta. They need to have vitamin D throughout the whole winter period. Even though some people, some places they get sunlight in the winter time, but those sunlight doesn't have enough UV ray to convert fatty acid or cholesterol into the vitamin D. So for them, supplement is the vital. Of course, they have to have a vitamin K and D as well. Remember, someone has vitamin D deficiency, they need to have vitamin D pill, but need to be K as well so that heart get protected. Because too much cholesterol stored in the fat, stored in the heart, lack of vitamin K. Vitamin K brings all the fatty acid and cholesterol, bring into the body as needed. Otherwise, it's stored in the heart to make you heart disease. Vitamin E is also important because it works as an antioxidant. It protects the blood cell. It is essential for your body cell and tissues. Sources are animal and plant both. So, and vitamin F are also important. Vitamin F important for the mother. Vitamin F also important for your breathing, your lung, your oxygen capability, your ingestion. It also helps your maintaining the body temperature. So food sources are again colorful fruits, colorful vegetables, also some berries and avocado, nuts and seeds and bean and legumes has vitamin F. Vitamin K. Vitamin K is extremely important. The two vitamin K, one K1 and K2. So K1 and K2, one you can get from K1 mostly from plant sources, but K2 mostly from the cheese and butter and ghee and milk and meat and wild caught fish like that. You can get vitamin K, vitamin K2. So K2 is very important for the heart functioning and for the lung function. So water soluble vitamins are B, C, P and H. So among them, C and B are extremely important. So I'll talk about the B. So B complex vitamins, as I said, B1, B2, B3, B4 are up to B12 and B17. Among them, B12 is the extremely important, and all of them are important. And you don't need to worry about whether you taking B1, B2, or B3. No, you just need to have enough your healthy, colorful vegetable meal. Body will take care of itself, its amount as needed. You don't need to worry about which vitamin you're taking, except vitamin C and D. So let's go to vitamin B. Vitamin D are very important. It should be consumed every day since it's water soluble. It's gonna get out of your body end of your day. So take every day. And if you have too much caffeine and sugar, it's gonna deplete vitamin D layer, and it's gonna deplete the absorption of vitamins in your intestine. Vitamin D are essential because of your cellular function, your also energy production. Vitamin D also have two sources. One is plant, other one is animal product. Both sources of vitamin D and nuts and beans and dairy, and you see seeds have vitamin B's, especially vitamin B12. This is extremely important. Some people are vegan, which is fine, but B12 only found in animal sources. So sometimes eating animals is fine, is better even. And if you are a vegan, make sure you apply vitamin B12 supplement. B12 actually saving your brain function. Lack of B12, you get Alzheimer, you get dementia, even heart. Without B12, heart couldn't function properly. So B12 is essential. And vitamin C. C is one of the top essential nutrient that you need to care about. You're eating cheese, you're fine, you get vitamin D. You're working outside, you're good. But what about vitamin C? It's not. You may be taking lemon every day basis, but you don't get vitamin C because vitamin C is mostly sensitive. You get air, it instantaneously gets bad. It decomposes to other compound. So you have to eat everything as a direct source. So you're eating guava, you have to chew your guava, not the cut of the pieces, make the blend. No, you cannot blend your guava. You cannot make squeeze the lemon, put in a glass. There's no vitamin C anymore. You see, you have to chew directly your lemon. You have to chew your guava. You have to eat your mango as a whole, not as a blended format. Because on blended format, it involved with the water, it involved with the oxygen from the air, it gets bad. So you see the disease you have around the society. You see diabetes, you see Alzheimer, you see lack of iron anemic, people are anemic. All the disease coming from vitamin C problem. Now you wonder, we're taking vitamin C, Dr. Haque, we're taking all the fruits and vegetables, but you need to look at, we need to look at how you're processing vitamin C. We are heating our vegetable. We are frying sometimes even we are baking it up. It of course gets bad. So we have to be raw and whole and direct sources vitamin C. That is the only way you can consume vitamin C as needed. Without vitamin C, even heart couldn't function. These arteries take sugar molecule as a vitamin C. So lack of vitamin C, artery need vitamin C. Artery would say, hey, I got vitamin C, which is actually sugar, because sugar and vitamin C are mimical molecule. So lack of vitamin C, artery getting sugar and get inflamed. And we are trying to point out that, oh, I got too much fat, that's why I got heart problem. No, you got vitamin C deficiency. Fatty molecule make a cholesterol. Cholesterol takes care of your lung and heart. Cholesterol heal your heart, not kill you. Cholesterol comes here to take care of the wound that is happening because of lack of vitamin C with too much sugar. You see, we have to stop sugar. We have to add up more vitamin C in the right processing. Then you can save our health. You can save the deficiency of vitamin C. Okay, water. Water is, we all know that it is important. We need to have minimum 3 liters of water every day. And human body around 66%. Some research say 50 to 70% of the water. So we need to drink a lot of fluid every day so that we can fill out the deficiency of water in the body. So now the problem is, how can we fill out the deficiency? We could do that by proper mineralizing. As I said earlier, the body cell will not accept water if you have enough mineral in there. You're drinking water the whole day, you pee out all the water. You are dry, you feel dry, dizzy, and dehydrated. So you have to drink enough water, and you have to mineralize your body as well at the same time. Then only you can get hydrated, you can get your body alkaline, you can take it out of your disease. So that's need to be careful. And of course, as I said, water is vital. You know, water makes take care of your absorption, your digestion, your brain function, your nervous system, to maintain your homeostasis level. For the man, minimum 2.7 liter. For the men, 3.7 liter. For the women, 2.7 liter. But if you have your unhealthy situation, your body is not working properly, body have too much toxicity, you actually need a little bit more than that. And there's no upper limit. Someone say that, okay, if too much water makes you waterosis, there is no research support that actually. There is no waterosis. You can take more water as much you can, which means you cannot intake more water than you need. You cannot. I mean, there's no upper limit. As much you can, that's your limit. Okay. And World Health Organization gave us some idea how to be healthy. First of all is get a breast milk, 6 months minimum for the babies. For everyone, have a varieties of food. That's perfect. We need varieties of food. Today broccoli, tomorrow spinach. So sprout, all mixed up, different types of vegetable you need. Today you are getting fish, tomorrow we're gonna get a meat, like that. You have to change your food menu. And then plenty of vegetable and fruits that we know, we agree, and eat moderate amount of fat and oils, that's true. But one thing is not science supporting, which is less salt. We should not have less salt, we should actually get more salt, but not the white toxic salt. I'm talking about we should get whole salt, which is a little bit more, because whole salt has a 80 to 90 mineral. That's what human body needs. But if you take white salt, have only one salt, that's killing us, sodium. Everybody have sodium, excess sodium in your body. All of you, I'm telling you, I'm talking to you guys. But everyone is deficient of mineral. So if you get more whole salt, you can fulfill the deficiency of the mineral. And sugar should be also, they said sugarless, which is true, but I would say depends. Someone can get moderate sugar, someone is healthy sugar I'm talking about, but someone is diabetic, they cannot have any sugar. You see, body will cover his sugar as needed, you don't need to add extra. If you add extra, that will kill that person. So this out of 5, the last one is not completely the true, okay? And how can you assess someone have mineral deficiency? That's very interesting topic. Like someone, you got a patient, your patient saying that I get too much weak, too much tired. So you cannot tell right away, hey, you get vitamin D deficiency. You cannot tell that right away. You have to look at his eyes. If his eyes are, eyelids are bumpy, that means he had some, iodine deficiency. If his face is like a pale, that means this person is a deficiency of iron. Someone have a wrinkle in here, that means someone have a sleep deficiency. Someone has, if you see the picture, someone have a gum have a infection, have a sore gum, that means vitamin C deficiency. Someone hair get brittle, that means that person has a vitamin B7 deficiency. If someone keep forgetting and couldn't remember anything, like a memory loss, that is called vitamin B12 deficiency. For instance, someone has night blindness, cannot see properly at the night, vitamin A deficiency. So depending on situation, you will be assessing what kind of mineral are deficient, what kind of vitamins are deficient. That's how you have to advise their diet as needed. And deficiency also comes of your nail, your tongue. As you see the nail, this kind of nail is showing that this person have a huge deficient of mineral. It's a brittle, it's a, you see the broken nails. And the last point is, we do not need to worry about how much mineral you're taking. We do not need to worry about how much vitamin you're taking. We have to worry about enough healthy meal. Body will take care of it need as needed. For instance, you have 2 options. Choose what you need. If you want to be healthy, get a healthy path. If you want to be sick, get a processed food. Get a processed food, you're gonna be sick quickly. You don't have to worry about it. You're gonna be sick for sure. If you eat healthy food, you don't have to worry about the quantity and amount and how much vitamin you're taking. No, it's gonna balance by itself. Finally, I would say you need vitamin and mineral, micronutrient to grow, develop, and take care of your system to function properly. Eat whole food to prevent and heal disease. Food sources are better than supplement, except vitamin D, vitamin K2, and vitamin B12. These three you need as a supplement format because you don't get all the time and you need that all the time. And some people do not or could not absorb something, but these are vital, so you need them as a supplement format. Also, you do not need to worry about how much you're taking. You need to worry about whether you're having healthy meal. If you have excess, body gonna be pee out. It's body gonna be take out of your body through kidney. But if you take less, still body can take care of that if you have few mineral deficient for a certain time. So instead of looking at the amount, look at your meal. You're taking healthy, enough green leafy, colorful fruits and vegetables and legumes and nuts and healthy fat and healthy protein. You should be fine. So if you like our lecture, if you learned something, if it's helpful for you, please feel free to share with others so more people can get benefited. And of course, subscribe our channel, Universal Health Institute. If you have any comment, if you have any question, please write down in the comment below, and we'll try to answer. And hopefully, you can help yourself, you can help others, and we can develop the healthy society, and we can transform the world into the upper level where people are healthy.